The city is going through an infrastructure and business reset. Don't be surprised to see coffee chains proudly proclaiming their presence in Ayodhya soon. And with all the hotel rooms coming up, Ayodhya can well turn out to be a hot mice meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions destination. On December 30th, while the world awaited the new year, in Ayodhya, the PM inaugurated the temple town's new airport. This was ahead of the January 22nd consecration ceremony of the Ram Mandir. The airport is not an endpoint in the journey to Ayodhya, one of the holiest sites for Hindus, but a new beginning for this ancient town and this entire region of Uttar Pradesh. Within days, the National Real Estate Development Council, NAREDCO President G. Haribabu said that industry body will hold its General Council meeting in Ayodhya. Haribabu said that its members will visit Ayodhya to see the infrastructure development and to plan housing and commercial buildings. Ayodhya is going through an infrastructure reset with roads, airports, highways, hotels and related hospitality infrastructure as the holy city readies itself to host millions of anticipated pilgrims from across India and the world. Ayodhya in 2024 and beyond, many believe, could well evolve into a live template of a textbook economic multiplier model triggered by a temple town. There is demonstrable evidence of the multiplier potential of India's temple economy. A survey carried out by the National Sample Survey Organization estimates that the temple economy is worth rupees 3.02 lakh crores and 2.32% of the GDP. The NSSO figures suggest that 55% of Hindus undertake religious pilgrimages, patronizing mid and small-sized hotels. Expenses on religious travels are 2,717 per day per person. Expenses on social travel, rupees 1,068 per day. And expenditure on educational travel, rupees 2,286 per day. That comes to expenditure on religious travel of rupees 1,316 crore per day. The actual figures may be much larger. Eminent American historian Burton Stein wrote in 1960, in some ways, the development of tourism-rich economic zones along pilgrim trails stems from extensive research that has shown that shrines were important economic hubs throughout Indian history. The map of Uttar Pradesh, India's most populous and also politically the most important state, looks strikingly similar to a bull leaping to charge. There are 75 districts. When seen on the map, makes for an interesting socio-economic reading. Lalitpur in south central and Sonbhadra in southeast jut into neighbouring states like hooves running for takeoff are also among the poorest. On the northwestern side lies Gautam Budh Nagar, a relatively smaller district in terms of geographical size, which is the most bullish. In 2021-22, the latest year for which data is available, Gautam Budh Nagar's district gross domestic product in current prices stood at rupees 1,43,623.22 crore, accounting for almost 9% of the state's GDP of over 16 lakh crore. Gautam Budh Nagar includes Noida, which is neighbouring Delhi and is home to some of the top MNCs, residences and malls. It is connected to the rest of UP via the Taj Expressway all the way to Lucknow. The state's capital Lucknow is at a distant second, with DGDP of rupees 65,115.46 crore, less than half of Gautam Budh Nagar. Varanasi at DGDP of rupees 28,218.35 crore, Prayagraj at rupees 54,418.45 crore, Gorakhpur at rupees 30,522.76 crore, and about 636 km from Delhi and Gautam Budh Nagar. Stands Ayodhya with a small DGDP of rupees 16,151.69 crore. Ayodhya ranks 39th in terms of DGDP among Uttar Pradesh's 75 districts. Not really an enviable position to be in. It clearly needs to take a super fast elevator to catch up within the state. Can the Ram temple be the vehicle for this? According to a 2021 Pew Research report, For many Hindus in India, national identity, religion, and language are closely connected. Nearly 2/3 of Hindus, about 64%, say it is very important to be Hindu to be truly Indian. Among Hindus who say it is very important to be Hindu to be truly Indian, 80% also say it is very important to speak Hindi to be truly Indian. Most Hindus in India say being Hindu, being able to speak Hindi are very important to be truly Indian. Hindus in the northern 69% and central 83% parts of the country are much more likely than those in the south 42% to strongly link Hindu identity with national identity. Together, the northern and central regions cover the country's Hindi belt, where Hindi, one of dozens of languages spoken in India, is most prevalent. The vast majority of Hindus in these regions strongly link Indian identity with being able to speak Hindi. Among Hindus, views of national identity go hand in hand with politics. Support for the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party is greater among Hindus who closely associate their religious identity and the Hindi language with being truly Indian. Ayodhya, right being a central area of the Hindi belt, stands to gain economically as the temple will likely draw millions to the city. And relying heavily on the Keynesian principle that higher public investment in infrastructure projects such as the airport, railway station and roads and highways leading will unleash strong economic multipliers in Ayodhya. Such project can spin jobs with cascading benefits on intermediate industries such as cement and steel, as also trigger a cycle of private sector investment, or what economists sometimes describe as the crowding in phenomena. For decoding the future growth story of Ayodhya, watch part 2 of our special series on the economics of Ayodhya.